See, that. Nothing was happening when you did that. That's second to last shot.
I should have healed.
You were punishing his swing, right? So that was great timing. You casted as he was starting up. Immediately that last cast, nothing was happening, and you went for it. That was a greedy cast, and that's why you died. Don't do those greedy ones.
Okay. All right.
Be very deliberate. You absolutely have this.
Yeah, I should.
Because, like, the way that, like, sips get punished by bosses, like, there's you can get whiff punished. You can get counter hit. You know, there's stuff where it's like, you're not idle right now, I can come at you. That will happen constantly. Plus the extra damage. It's almost like, in terms of stealing turns, the way I'm thinking about it is like, if you're both staring at each other and you're not doing anything,
it's not safe.
You're trying to steal a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, too late. Just take what you can. Yeah. That was risky.
Well, I'm getting bodied. Sorry.
No, don't at all. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to apologize for. Just keep it all in mind, you know? Risky casts are worse than risky swings.
Like, I don't feel bad about myself. I feel bad for the eyes.
Not at all. Not at all, dude. Like, believe me when I say it's like, no. Like, the Artorias forcing this to be real is fucking sick. This is great. It's great that he's forcing this to be real. So all the tips apply, you know? And fucking Kindle maybe after that too.
Yeah. That's an option.
Like, you haven't been dying constantly on no sips, but you've been down to 1.
Yeah. It didn't happen many times because I would die beforehand.
I mean, I don't know how, like, I feel like fucking 9 out of 10 players are kindling against him. Don't even think.
My god, I'm bad.
That was nicely timed. Just wait. You don't have, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Excellent. Cost of doing business. That one's fine. Out.
Okay. Can I heal?
It was a little late, but you're okay. This I disagree with, but...
So now he's gonna charge?
He is. I think you just want to be sword and boarding. A.
Son of a bitch.
Just wait for a safe sip. Wait for a safe sip. That's how you stop the install.
Okay.
And clearly you're strong enough to hit him two-handed twice, and that's good enough for the threshold. So you can do it. And you even got there a little late.
Yeah.
So you can shut it down, but that's exactly how you do it. Yeah. That was not a sip or die. That was a panic sip. Kindle?
Next turn, I guess.
Okay. Your crystal, your spears, you're using them like swings, and they're great damage, so they're absolutely helping. Your soul mass is not doing anything for you, in my opinion. I feel like once you're down, either go to the rest of your spears, or just make the fight real. Sort of. I think the time it's taking you to go for a crystal soul mass to get a couple of the pot shots, of which many are whiffing, because he's so fucking fast, is putting on a lag on your elevator.
Oh.
It's putting a lag on your back half of the fight that you really don't need. And then, of course, there's the other thing, which is fighting him, getting him to half-life early with sword and board, and then saving the spears for the end, when he has the most resistance, right? But he takes the most damage before he pops, so it's a trade-off. Whoa. Forward roll on that was wild. You're out. Almost. You're two-handing on Soul Mass right now.
Yeah, well... And they said not to use it, but I was gonna pop it.
Good sip. You have to give that the respect of all three, every time. There's no tell to know how many he's going to do. You have to give it the full respect each time.
All right.
Yep. Take the moment. Don't be greedy. Don't do that. You might not have time.
I rolled too early.
You're still alive. You might be able to steal this. Wait for a safe sip. There it is. Yeah, you can steal this. Okay.
Oh my god.
That wasn't a safe sip. You have the download. you have everything you need. The soul mass is killing you.
Well, that's not what killed me there.
The lack of an attack in order to do the soul mass, in my opinion. I think if you swung in those moments when you were setting up the soul mass, you would have taken just enough extra. I mean, that's just, I might be wrong. That's what I'm seeing. But you absolutely have the download. If he's charging up and he's in neutral, going, and you're not going in, that's a great time to use Soul Mass, for sure. Beyond that, I don't know. But I'm not gonna push you against something that you're enjoying doing. So, like, keep it, you know. If you're still doing it, it's because you like it. So I don't want to, you know. Elevator?
Yeah, I mean, for me in my head, it's like, if I'm far and I can't go in, then might as well just charge it, and then like the next engagement, there's a chance of dealing damage.
But you know what? If nothing's happening, but if you're in the middle of the engagement, it's more risky, and you still have R2.
Yeah.
Like it's so not often used, but R2 does exist and can take those hits from it. You can range out a cool drive, you know, especially in the closing moments. You have a lot of projectiles.
Ole.
Yeah. Let that stamina come back. Oh. Yes. Not a third one. You have nothing. If that wasn't a single, you were dead. Now that's safe, yeah.
Soul Mass would be useful just right about now.
You have R2. But the rule of if he's not open still applies. Right? Not just out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
you have R2 as in not immediately in the second when nothing, like R2 when it's when you have a moment.
Yeah.
Not just right away. Yeah, take that Kindle. Take that Kindle.
Okay. Oh yeah. I want me to stop using that.
Power Within? Because you're keeping the pyromancy hand on your right without switching to it for any particular reason in this fight. So I was going to be like... though you've been playing the entire game with your casting in your offhand, you'd probably get confused switching it now at the last second. But Power Within... more sips required, of course, right? But you know when to take them.
Do I?
Well, you have to suppress the voice of greed inside of you that says, just do it. You know? Like, as long as you get stubborn in your own head and go, I'm not going to take what I, I'm not going to risk it. Like, there's that voice that says, like, maybe I can just do it. Like, for me, getting that part to shut the fuck up is like when I was like, okay, this is going to go a lot better. Because it's just like, I'm not taking the unnecessary risk, even if it could have been here. You know? He does too much damage and he kills too fast. And he punishes a single mistake. So, like, it's not worth it for that extra swing. You know? Especially, like, for example, when he's popped, you stop the explosion, but it costs you your stamina bar. Time for you to both back up and reassess. You don't get another one now. Be aggressive until it's time to back down. And then when your aggression meter fills back up, you take it. Oh my god, the difference. The fucking damage difference. Holy shit. Power fucking within. You're alive. It's okay. Power fucking within. You don't even need any other spell. You're not even going to need your sword. If you land all of those, you literally will not need it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Can Soul Mass fuck off now? Yeah. I'd say it can. That's incredible. It was practically 25%. If not 20 to 25%. Wow. People are also saying you can put the dust crown on if you want to even make it stupider.
Yeah,
you know?
I could do a million things, right?
You could. You could.
Like, anyway. I will not hate myself on tape any further than I already do. But yeah, I could do a million things.
I mean...
Just have to get her done, right?
If the knowledge that this is what everybody does is not comforting, then maybe, I don't know, is your assessment of yourself above everyone else?
Well, I mean...
No.
Being honest is like, I should have finished this like hours ago. Like, let's be honest, you know? Like, I know you're saying, like, if you weren't with this build, this powerful, it would be a real fight. But it's not supposed to be a real fight, and I'm messing around.
Well, here's what it is. It's yes and no, because yes, but only in the sense that you would have been learning more about the moveset as opposed to the damage you're dealing. You know? But at this point, you have the download. Steal one.
No. Oh my god. Can I heal?
Not until he does something.
Never learn. Oh, I was still in range. Okay.
And there he goes. Yep, again. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Good trade on that. You need a sip. That'll kill you if it touches you. Yeah.
Nice.
Just keep it clean. That's it. It's okay. It's okay. Safe sit. There it is. It's okay. It's okay. Awesome fucking fight. Awesome fucking fight. Awesome fight. That last half, especially once you just swung and rolled and sipped and swung and rolled. That was it, man. That was awesome.
I'll let you have the joy for me then.
Dude, that was so fucking it.
Yeah, once
the rest of it is out and you're not, you had the power within helps you. You take your juice, you do all that. The end of that fight was exactly what it's supposed to look like. And the fact that you had the timing down on the rolls, there's a couple moments where you were like, I'm like, is he gonna? And you did respect him on this run, where the previous runs you were not respecting him. You gave that extra respect and it let you take those extra two hands in. You didn't even have to re-up your power within because you just played it clean.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
So it's this way.
Yeah, there's two doors and one just opened up. So there's some stuff going on here, but just right ahead. You can take a breather. And it might sound a little scary, but you can rest.
I can?
You can rest.
Does sound scary.
It does. You're gonna hear things. But you're okay. That was motherfucking Artorias, man. Check out.
He took my soul.
He took yours?
He took my soul.
He took yours? Look at his soul. Look at it. Like not even read it. Look at it.
Yeah. Soul of Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who was consumed by the abyss. The legend that Artorias repelled the abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated, and his honor preserved by some unsung hero who is the true victor over the abyss. Okay.
Some
Someone
unsung
else
hero.
did it.
Whoever that might be. With his big boar helmet. There might be more than one protagonist. Yeah.
Crap.
So, he didn't complete his mission intact, clearly. And, well, a little more on that in a second. You've got 50,000 souls you can spend.
Could pop something for a level.
Yep. You're now the Abyss Walker, right?
For real?
I mean, it's got to be you. Who else is going to do it? Never mind the noises, I promise. So, do me a favor when you're when you're doing the rewatch on this and taking the notes, and we're gonna for the titles and such, like rewatch that last fight and look at how fucking cool it was, right? What your moveset is and what his moveset is, and that full thing. Like you're too hot in it right now, but I promise you, when you look back, you're gonna see a fucking awesome fight, man.
Yeah, because there's a superstar in the ring. It's fucking like The Rock versus the Brooklyn Brawler.
Two men entered, one man walked out.
Like fucking taking out the garbage. He was too cool for me,
Dude, like I'm happy with how that went.
Okay.
And it's like you like again the point where you're like, okay, I respect him, you know, and it's like, no, real talk, that's correct, that's what it should be. And that's my favorite boss fight in the entire game, with a bullet and a power gap in second place for the rest of them. So I know I have a massive bias towards this one, but god damn is he the coolest motherfucker, you know? You have his soul, which, of course, as you can imagine, can be used.
What will it give me?
So, things are a little confusing when it comes to the Great Sword of Artorias, because fighting Sif gives you the Soul of Sif allows you to make a version of it. However, let me just pull up the boss soul weapons here. Yeah, Soul of Sif allows you to make the Great Sword of Artorias, or the Cursed Great Sword, or the Cursed Great, or the Great Shield. Whereas the Soul of Artorias itself gives you the Abyss Great Sword, and that is The greatsword that belonged to Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who fell to the abyss. Swallowed by the dark with its master, this sword is tainted by the abyss, and now its strength reflects the wielder's humanity.
So I would need, like...
It is a quality build sword for people that have stats across the board. So when you pancake, this is what you use. 22 strength requirement, 18 dex, 18 faith, 18 intelligence. It requires everything.
Yeah.
Which
not happening.
But I mean, like, which I would take as a lore implication that Artorias has everything. Strength, dexterity, faith, and intelligence.
Oh, he looks like it, yeah.
Right. That, of course, splits your requirements in a way that most people are not building for. But yeah, it scales your damage with humanity. Caps at 10, so similar to chaos weapons. And when you do the R2 with it,
shit happens.
I mean, which attack of his do you think it does? Right? Giant somersault slam. The one. Right?
That would be pretty cool.
The fucking badass whoa, boom is what you get if you decide to do that. Yep. But that's it. You get that cool thing if you have the stats for it, and if you build and you want to do that whole bit. Also, so if you spent some of your souls there, yeah. If you just walk back into the room, there's some stuff.
Okay.
There's stuff there too, but you got some stuff. Can you look towards the middle of the room there? All right, quit and reload.
Someone's there.
Yes.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
So. She's asking you to give her Artorias' soul. And, if you do, she's gonna take it, and that'll be that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, just letting you know, there's no intrinsic reward.
Okay.
Right? So I told you about what the weapon could make, or all that stuff, or this popping it for souls and stuff, but if you choose to give it to her, there's no intrinsic reward for doing so.
And using the soul, I could get a weapon, but I don't really care about that.
Okay. So, hold on a second here. Right. This is one of those things when I was reading about that was like, there's a couple of explanations on how to handle this. So, right, there is, okay, excuse me. I said that in the wrong way. I'll just explain the full thing because, like, you can choose to do things here. You give her the soul, and she will reward you with her daggers, which are awesome daggers. If you choose not to give her the soul, if you wanted to use it, for example, or make a boss weapon with it, then the only other way to get her daggers would be to kill her and get them, which you can do, and, like, that is a thing that people do when they want to keep the soul and get the daggers. Otherwise, it's one for the other. Excuse me. Sorry. That's what you should know.
Okay.
So, if there's any purpose you have for it, or if you want, so you can choose what you want to do with that information, and you know, that's what's up. And yeah, they're dex weapons, obviously, but.
And the soul of Artorias is only that weapon, right? That flat weapon.
It is that weapon, yes.
Okay.
And you also get her armor as well when you kill her, which otherwise you wouldn't get if you are just doing the trade, mind you.
I mean, I don't mind give it to her. Yeah, I'll just give it to her. Is that good?
If you don't have any other use for it.
Yeah, she can have it. Artorias was a cool guy, and clearly I'm not worth it. So you can have it. You have enough sense to pay respect to him?
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
Dark Silver Tracer and Gold Tracer.
Okay.
May the Lord guide thee.
Check out those tracers.
May the Lord guide thee.
I respect it.
Yeah?
Yep.
Gold Tracer. Strength and Dexterity. 25 required, 300 bleeding.
Ace dex scale.
Curved sword used by the Lord's Blades Kieran, one of the Lord Gwyn's 4 knights. Kieran brandishes her sword in a mesmerizing dance, etching the darkness with dire streaks of gold.
So, that's, remember we were talking earlier about how it's like, oh, the 4 knights, clear, like, and you're thinking of Smough. And it's like, no, Smough wasn't one of them because he was fucking gross.
He was just a weirdo.
He was a cannibal. He doesn't count. He's an executioner. But she is the actual 4th. And then there's the Silver Tracer.
Dark Silver Dagger used by Lord Blades Kieran of Gwyn's 4 knights. The victim is first distracted by dazzling streaks of the Gold Tracer, then stung by the vicious poison of this dagger.
Yeah. 2-hand them. Or rather, put one in each hand and check them out. And it says poison, but it actually means toxic.
Oh, wow, okay.
So that's pretty cool. If you're a Dex build, these are great. And the A scaling is no fucking joke. Yeah.
Wow.
Soul Calibur. How cool is that?
So this is L1, and this is L2, R1, R2.
Yep. They're awesome. And if you specifically go for a 2-handed Dex, like, it's cool. You're like, yeah, okay, you know what? Fuck a shield. Let's just do it. Let's just hit things and then toxic. Right?
Okay, that's pretty cool.
They're great.
She's probably looking at us like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, so they're the only paired weapons with a unique moveset in the game. Interesting. And, yeah, and then, of course, you know, anyone else who further wanted to go down the cosplay route would then have to kill her to do so.
Okay.
Swap them around for a different moveset.
Also put the gold in the other one.
Let's go.
Okay. That's L1, R1. Oh, that's like a parry with
Parry.
a dagger. R1, R1, R1. And then R2.
Yeah.
I see.
But you got a parry on deck. That's super cool.
That's my R2. It's pretty cool. What if I'm low on stamina? Still completes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you went Dex, this is a good place to end up.
Not bad. That does look pretty cool. Okay. So back with the moonlight.
Yep. Thanks, Casca. Siren.
Down there. Lower. Was I using the demons? No.
Hey, weren't you using the big hat?
Logan's. Yes. Cool. Cool.
The one that wasn't 264, but
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
and there's a grave. And yeah, now you know what that blue goop was. Right?
Yep.
So
It's everywhere.
Artorias came down here. He did some shit. It didn't really work out. You got stuff behind you, Mitch.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna go and sit again. There's this and this.
Yeah. He came down here. He saw some shit. The shit saw him. And then he came out looking like that. On the way to losing himself. And just before it completely is gone, you walked in. And that's what just happened.
Where am I?
You are looking at the balcony from the forest that you saw when you stared across at the opposite side,
Yeah.
where you came from, yonder.
What's that? Yeah, there ain't no jumping happening here.
Doesn't seem like it. Shit's locked.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah. Artorias, strong guy, but not invincible. And kind of... Well... It's questionable as to say, like, he failed outright. You wouldn't quite say that. But, you know.
Enter the gazebo.
Yes. So, this is a special area, which is not a secret boss fight waiting for you.
So I can go in.
You can go in safely. You get the purple coward's crystal. This is supposed to be a dedicated PvP system. Battle of Stoicism Gazebo. You can read the rules
At the far end.
on the ground.
Okay. Can assign a password, pick specific opponents or comrades. Duels are 1v1, team battles 2v2 or 3v3, and deathmatch have 4 or 6 participants. Win streak resets to 0 if player leaves the gazebo. There are 3 types of Battle of Stoicism matches: duel, team, and deathmatch rather. Sit at a blue bonfire to set number of combatants and search for a match. Battle is timed. At the end, the winner dons a great crown. The warrior with the most kills receives a great crown. With equal kills, all warriors receive tiny crowns, a draw. Earn consecutive wins to be etched in the Plaque of Legends.
So if there was a multiplayer menu on the front end, on the main menu, it would be this.
Okay.
And it was a created, dedicated PvP thing. However, no one fucking uses it. Everyone just resorts to various forms of New Game Plus PvP hotspots for putting signs down and shit. And I believe it's one of those things that doesn't really work properly, and the soul level that you can like pair off with means that you can hardly get matches because there's a limitation to how many people you can fight based on your soul level range.
I see.
So there ends up becoming so people can't get matches. Thus, this whole thing is just not a popular usage of PvP, despite being dedicated to it. You can check out the item it gave you too.
Yeah. So it was the thing of purple coward's
consumable.
online play item. Quit battle of stoicism. Session ends if host leaves. Victory in this battle once led to ancient Anor Londo, but even in the absence of its overseer, capitulation is a disgrace. In the name of a warrior's honor, do not quickly resort to the use of this crystal.
It tells you. Don't be a bitch.
Finish it. Finish the battle.
But we gave it to you anyway. Yeah. So yeah, DLC introduces a dedicated PvP room that people don't use because the system unfortunately doesn't work.
That's sad. Even when it was like super popular, it wasn't used.
So I'm seeing here, you pretty much have to arrange games outside of the game to get active matches. Otherwise, all active PvP is at the Township Bonfire between SL 125 and 135 in Anor Londo, around 50 and 60. So, yeah, you have to basically get people coordinated in trying to use that. Otherwise, fuck it.
I see.
And then if you stand in the right places and you have the right soul level, then, yeah. You're good. I think you can go talk to Chester, who's right outside the door over there as well. Might have some updated dialogue for you.
Man, I saw you struggle against Astorius. Made you look like a bitch.
The biggest badass the world has ever seen. Are you missing the part where literally everyone else on the planet did as well?
Yeah.
Well, Reggie, I know that when you go hollow, there's no fixing it till you get some food.
Yeah, that would be good right now.
So I know you're in. I know what you need is a full stomach.
A quicker upper.
Oh, for Juniper's sake, put some spring into your step. Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so.
Fuck, he knows.
Put some spring in your step, Reggie.
He knows. Fuck. How does he know?
Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
So, one, they brought it upon themselves, so to speak, tricked by that toothy serpent, whomever that might be, whomst. Two, they upturned the grave of primeval man, whomstever that might be. And three, it doesn't really matter to you and I, because this is not our time.
He did say this was the past.
Artorias is a legend where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
But here he's standing.
Yeah. He lost it a bit, but he's still here.
I've
And
little
that's
to
it.
talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
And that's it.
So long.
So long, buddy. Buddy Chester.
So how about it? How about some spring in your step, huh?
All right.
For Juniper's sake.
Man, he called me out. I bet everybody, I guess like everybody's like struggling for a long time and they go to him and they're like, hey, what's wrong with you?
100%.
Yeah. No, the feeling is still there.
They wanted the extra bit that they tacked on to be a bit of a challenge, Reggie.
Mm-hmm.
And that it was. And it was awesome. And it was glorious. No matter what the fuck is happening inside. But I know, more than anything, I know you well. And I know you just need a full belly. And you'll be right as rain.
I don't even know what I'm gonna eat to make me feel better.
Get some oxtail, get some curry goat.
Shit, I wish. Gonna have to give me some spots.
You just need a full belly and everything will be okay. All right?
All right.
Oh yeah, you're doing way better than most people the first time around. That's true. That's true. Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
Oh no. Oh no.
Right up to the end. Dark Souls is still Dark Souls. And I'm glad. Because if it stopped being Dark Souls, that'd be sad.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Picture, if you would, talking to your friends who are like, you talk to, because I know you have some friends that have played this and they're like pretty excited to see your journey through it. And you're talking to them and they're talking to you about, yo, that fucking Artorias fight though, right? And you're like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I went in and I hit him with the magic and then he kind of melted.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like a big deal.
It's not the real experience
And
that
then
everybody has.
and then they're just kind of looking at you like,
what? Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah, that wasn't a crestfallen. That was a real night. Full of energy and spunk.
yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, man, you know,
I think he used a dark hand on me.
well, I made a promise too, as I told you, I said that after the bed of chaos, the bullshit is over. From here on out, it's real.
Yeah, this was a real fight.
That's it. From here on out, it's real. The bed of chaos is the final piece of bullshit until, you know, the next game or whatever. But for now, it's all real from here on out. And when it's real, like, you gotta feel good about that because you conquered a real challenge. Like, it's real. It's not fake. It's not stupid. It's not gimmicks. It's not bullshit. It's a legitimate skill challenge. It's an exam, and you passed it.
61%. Quebec.
Yeah. Now, at the same time, you know, we could have just kept watching you run back down to that dragon pit and watch you get cooked. And I don't know, maybe around turn 7 or 8, might be like,
maybe not.
I think maybe not, you know? But that is my favorite thing in this video game. And I'm glad that that we got to share it with you.
Yeah.
And that, you know, you didn't eat it too fast.
I took my time.
You took your time.
You know me, I'm a slow eater too.
Knife and fork. Piece by piece. And that you savored it. You savored it.
Yeah. The table's waiting for me to finish. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. We ate the dessert already. You're still eating your steak?
No. We are waiting. We're good, dude. We're waiting. We are standing up when you arrive at the table. Like royalty. So that you may sit first. Please understand. I told you already. These monsters feel nothing. The only joy left is watching you eat.
That's fair. That's fair.
You gotta understand. I'm not fucking lying. You know? That's the only way After all this time, after being fucking grayed out and, you know, desensitized, you are the succulent, fresh face, you know? It's all for you. It's all for you. Reggie, congrats on getting the protagonist role back from Artorias.
Damn.
He took it temporarily.
I feel like it's a new arc.
He took it. He took it.
New arc with new protagonist.
Listen, right? Just because Red is waiting way over there with his Charizard doesn't mean that you're insignificant. It just means that's Red. Respect it.
Respect the guy.
Respect it.
Okay.
It's the guy.
Yeah. It's the guy.
You know?
He's still a masher, though.
Only when it's safe.
Sometimes you gotta mash.
Sometimes you gotta mash.
You gotta mash.
Yo, down B, down B, down B. Cause here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. And you gotta, here's the thing, right? If I'm mashing, but it's working against you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Give me a reason.
That's the thing. Give me a reason to stop, huh?
Right? If I do a wake up super and it hits you, give me a reason.
Yeah.
What do fucking James Chan and Ultra David say? You know? Like, Wake Up Ultra is one of those things that you go, that's a ridiculous, like, you know, scrub strat, except for the part where it still works.
Yeah, it's not always scrubby.
At all levels.
Yeah.
Right? Too much respect, and you let someone get away with it. So, sure, he's mashing, but who's getting hit by the mash? You know? And that's the thing is, the state. So I talked about, like, you know, the different things about, like, for example, when you're fighting Nito, the things to keep in mind about the big boys, and then the shit he does or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so with Artorias, the mental stack of, like, all of those things, especially at, like, a low-so level, because I didn't even remember that I beat him at 70, right? So it was just like, don't take any turns you have not earned, you know? And it was like, every time he does the overhead, it will always be 3. And if it's not 3, then, hey, that's awesome. Surprise. Every gun is loaded. Right?
Yep.
Every overhead is going to be all 3 swings. Every stinger, expect when you're behind him, he might do the back
DP thing.
No, not the back jump. He might swipe the abyss at you, but that's not that bad. If you get a hit in and he hits you with the mud, it's fine. So I'm willing to take that risk, you know? And that stuff just, like, gets more and more cemented every time you walk in, to the point where it's like, walk in, lock on. All right, Artorias, it's your show. I'll take a piece of your life when you give me the chance to, but it's your show. I'm not taking the initiative. I'm counterplaying only. And it takes a while. And you have to stay super hyper focused in, and you have to, like, look at his animations and go, like, okay, the startup of this one, before he does the lunge, he crouches, and then he goes, and he pauses, and he goes, boom. And the airtime on that is different from the airtime on the slam, because that one comes more forward and stays in line of sight. But the huge one breaks your lock on, so you know he's coming down with the AoE. You know, like, getting it down to, like, the nitty-gritty animation recognition. But, like, and that comes back. You know, there are fights that force that. There are situations that bring that back to you, you know. But anyway, you get it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.
Take care.